This past week, our friend J.D. Smith really got a surprise. He's been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and liver cancer. And so I want us to take some time and encourage and lift up our friend J.D. Smith. If I ever had a friend, I've got one in J.D. Smith.
Amen.
In fact, I can't remember whether it was the end of last year or the first of this year, maybe both. My wife and I both really were sick. I mean, really sick. Usually we take turns getting sick and one can take to the other. Guess who showed up at our door with breakfast 2 mornings in a row? J.D. Smith. And back when we had the hurricane 2 years ago, and the mosquitoes who all joined the mafia showed up, we had Mr. Smith show up, and he was fighting the mosquitoes. They were trying to carry him away, and he brought some stuff to spray to help kill the mosquitoes. He's just been a dear, dear friend. And he married very, very well. Way above his head when he married that young lady. And I always give a tribute to a man who marries well. And I just want to take time to let J.D. know that I love him and I love Doris. And we're going to be really praying for you in the days ahead. So I want to give you time to encourage and lift up the spirits of our friend J.D. Next week it may be your turn to have your spirits lifted. So just remember, we're in this together, and this goes right along with my message today entitled, We Are One Body.
Amen.
And today, our friend J.D. needs encouragement. Who wants to go first and lift him up?
Well, I reckon I'll go next. can't think, 43 years since the first time I saw you. That's been a day or two ago. You definitely a man among men, J.D. I said, you're definitely a man among men. You stand tall, pretty much like David did in the Bible. I've seen you been freeing people that didn't want to be befriended. I've seen you help people that stomped on your toes more than once, and you still bent over backwards. You're an inspiration to the rest of us. You're an inspiration to men that want to become fathers. You're an inspiration to men that want to become men. It's so desperately needed in this day and time. There's so much I can say, and so many times I've seen you when you're at your lowest point. I've seen you when you're at your highest point. And I've never seen you swagger either time. When you've been on top of the mountain, I've never seen you beat on your chest and boast. You're just the same person you were when you were on the bottom. You're just a consistency among men. Something that's not a lot of out there this day and time. I love you, brother.
I love you, son.
Well, I've only been here for less than a year, but when I first came, I've got to say that J.D. and Doris are among the first that made me feel welcome here. And I always appreciated that very much. And, I sat at your table for a while, and we had a chance to talk a little bit. I will certainly be praying for you, my brother. I certainly will be praying for you. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Well, I'm going to go next, but I'm going to go over here and I'm going to give this man a big hug because he's earned it. I'm going to give you a big hug.
Oh.
Because you deserve it. I'm going to be praying for you every day.
Ain't no better than a big hug now.
That's right.
That don't make me feel better.
That's right. So I did my part lifting you up. Because J.D.'s not only church family, he's family. He's family.
very, very, very kind to everybody, especially to me. I
Well,
mean,
sweet as you are, who could be under?
well, well, I just wanted you to know that I care about you a lot, and I love you, and I'll definitely be praying for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's what can stop this death, is prayer.
That's right.
And the Lord healed me. If I live to the 80, I'm gonna ask him for 40 more. I've always wanted to be Moses. He's done bad for 40 years. I've probably done bad for 40 years, and done this and done that. And that's coming to something good. I'm trying.
That's right.
I'm trying. I'm praying. But I'll be with y'all much longer. The doctors don't think so, but they got their way of thinking, and we got ours.
That's right.
That's right. So y'all keep praying for me, and I appreciate everyone's prayers. Appreciate and love everyone that,
Yeah.
and you too,
Well, I can't be 43 years, but I've known him for a little bit, and, I can't do that.
It's hard. I love you too, son.
I haven't known JD very long, but, I know he's a good man and everything from what y'all say about him. And, I just want to pray for him that everything works out all right, and the missus be with her too, because I know she's going through some stuff now, and, our hearts are out to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Keep praying, everything will be all right.
And I don't really know you that well, but Mr. Miller vouches for you on every other Sunday, so I know you're a good faithful man of God, so we will pray for you.
And you're probably tired of it, don't you? It's not gonna stop.
I would also like to say, I don't really know him that well, but ever since I've been coming, he's been here, I've seen him. And there's an old song that I remember, the song that says, "May the work I've done speak for me."
Amen.
I know that kind of sums it up for you. Just listen to anybody, I know it's probably a good thing that you've
You
done.
know what you're talking about, brother.
We don't do that.
I will get this news to where I'm at.
JD, don't worry about all that.
Oh, we just pray, keep praying. I will. We'll give him my husband tomorrow.
Don't leave me out.
Last come first sometimes, but sometimes they have to go to that.
JD, you have to do this table too.
What's that?
You have to do this table
All
too.
right.
Yeah, need.
You're hard-headed,
I'll be praying for you. Oh, absolutely.
I knew on here for death, so I didn't hear what,
Is it what?
I didn't hear what he said,
Oh, we-
almost death.
Oh, I'm about death like myself. You get you some of these years, you
Well,
won't
I
regret.
need to say about that.
Yeah, you get some
I'm
of
really
them too.
happy because my hearing is getting worse.
Maybe you ain't got nobody to carry up, but I'll carry that.
I'll get the information later.
Okay. All right.